Why it is important not to talk about your plans in advance. In this video, I'll tell you about a mistake that a lot of people and myself have made about 20 billion times in life. These are approximate calculations. The margin of error is plus or minus 100,000 times. In most cases, I have not achieved my personal goals. Halfway through, I lost interest and veered off the path. These were the rakes I stepped on again and again. Every time I was surprised by the bruises on my forehead, but my mind was not getting any wiser. I completely failed to recognize the inefficient behavior model that was preventing me from finishing what I started. And this went on for many years, until I conducted a psychotechnic session for myself called Clean Space. During the session, I noticed an unconscious stereotypical behavior that was shutting down all my attempts. Later on, I realized that this kind of behavior is common among most people. I won't speak for everyone. There are people who know about this mistake and act correctly, and they achieve their personal goals. They finish what they start. Everyone has personal goals. Lose weight, learn English, create a computer game, learn to play the guitar, go to the gym, write a book, run every morning, master the blind typing method, travel, take pictures, start a business, launch podcasts, or keep a personal blog. All of the above relates to the area of personal goals. Every time I set a new personal goal, I shared the news with my friends, parents, and colleagues. I told them what I was going to do, or that I had already started doing it. This helped me to reach my goals. By the way, I'm planning to write a novel. We and our friends are writing a computer game. I'm planning to start my own business. When I announced my intentions, 95% of the time, it didn't follow through. The goal ceased to be desirable, or the path to it was long and not rewarding. I also noticed that I have achieved more goals that I have not told anyone about. Interesting experiment. I decided to search the internet and found that I had rediscovered America. German psychology professor Peter Gollwitzer has been studying this phenomenon for more than 15 years. Once, he conducted an interesting experiment. As test subjects, Gollwitzer selected a group of law students. The aim of the experiment was to find out if public statements about one's intentions have an effect on achieving personal goals. Gollwitzer compiled a list of statements such as, "I intend to get as much out of legal education as possible," "I intend to become a successful lawyer," etc. Each of the statements had to be rated on a scale from fully agree to fully disagree by the students. The survey was anonymous. Participants were given the option to write their name if they wished. Additionally, the survey asked students to list 3 specific things they plan to do to become a successful lawyer. Typical responses included, "I intend to read legal periodicals regularly," or something to that effect. When the students had handed in their questionnaires, Peter Gollwitz found that most of them had answered the questions and signed their names. Some had not filled out the forms at all and kept their intentions a secret. Those who kept their intentions secret, the students had no suspicion that their intentions would be tested in practice. They submitted their forms and forgot about it. But the researchers, led by Peter Gollwitzer, had something in mind. Psychologists waited for a while and then artificially created a situation to test the respondents for stubbornness. They asked the students to help them with a project that required the analysis of 20 criminal cases. Students were told that they should work as hard as they can. At the same time, everyone has the right to give up on help and leave at any time. Criminal cases were not easy. They required brains to be put to full capacity and patience. The results of the experiment were unequivocal. Everyone who publicly declared their intentions for the future in the questionnaire merged from the job. They shied away from achieving the set goal, and this despite the dedication to the idea of building a career in the field of law. Only those who kept their hopes with them were able to truly do the hard work and finish what they started. Why do people tell others about their intentions? Goethe believes this is related to a sense of self-identity and wholeness. We all want to be perfect people, but our declarations of intent to work hard and persistently are often just a symbolic act. It only helps us to define our role. For example, I am a lawyer, I am a writer, I am a photographer, I am a programmer. But insatiable Peter Goldvitzner conducted another experiment to further prove his righteousness. The students were shown 5 photographs of the Supreme Court. The photos varied in size, from very small to very large. The subjects were asked, "How do you feel about being a cool lawyer now?" The subjects had to rate their coolness and answer the question by selecting one of 5 photos. The bigger the photo you choose, the more complete you feel. No one was surprised when the students who had previously declared their ambitions and failed in practice tended to choose larger photographs. Even the mere declaration of their plans to become a good lawyer made them feel as if they were already good lawyers. This increased their self-esteem, paradoxically reducing their ability to do hard work. They became legends in their own minds. But legends don't do the dusty and dirty work. Therefore, plan privately, act in silence. Subscribe, and let's build a success mindset together.